Social media is ruining romance by playing at our insecurities. I'm just going to talk about YouTube in this video because every platform does this. TikTok does it, Instagram does it, but I don't want this to be like a half an hour long video, so it's just talking about YouTube. If you scroll through, if you search up dating, anything related to dating, confident or not really confidence, mostly just especially dating stuff, it'll just come up with titles that make you feel some kind of fear. So for example, let's see if I can remember any titles. It's stuff like 5 signs that he or she is not into you, or like, if he says this in a long distance relationship, you need to end it. I'm picking the obviously like clickbait titles that you guys probably wouldn't watch, but there's ones that are less extreme than this that are still bad, that are still kind of playing into some kind of fear. And those fears are the fear that they don't like you, the fear that you're not good enough for them, the fear that you're not a good match, just to name a few. There's obviously a lot. And there's obviously the huge thing of cheating. Everyone talks about cheating, how to not get cheated on. And cheating just becomes a huge thing because it's obviously like a very dramatic event. So if you talk about it on YouTube or social media, you will get more views. But that means that YouTube and other social media is just way oversaturated with stories of people saying, your girl's gonna cheat on you, or my girl cheated on me, stuff like that. And again, it's playing into these fears. But because you're seeing that everywhere, it becomes, you start to internalize that might happen to you, that it's more frequent than it is. And like, sure, I guess cheating probably is a common thing. I don't really know, but it's definitely not as common as social media would like you to think. So that's another issue. Another thing is, it kind of becomes a habit to just, whenever you have any kind of fear, you will go to social media to validate that fear. Unconsciously or consciously, mostly unconsciously. So for example, you might be worried that your boyfriend doesn't like you that much. So what do? You go to social media, you search up like, what do I do if my boyfriend doesn't like me? And all the YouTube videos, because they need to hook you in, they're going to for the first part of the video, they're going to talk about how you are so right and that he doesn't like you. And they're going to tell a story about how their boyfriend didn't like them, because that gives them credibility. And that's just the YouTube game. I'm not sure there's anything any individual creator can do about this. I'm not blaming the creators. I mean, for this video, I spent an hour trying to pick out the title to do something that would appeal to mass psychology, to make you guys click. So, and I'm not even that good at titles. Like, this is probably not that good compared to some of the other ones out there. But I'm not blaming the individual creators. I'm blaming the system and just, I don't know. What I think you should do though is, rather than blame a creator or anything, just be aware of it and don't let it affect you. So when you have any kind of fear about your relationship, maybe try to not immediately go to social media for advice. You can go to friends, although they're being influenced by social media, and whatever advice you get, you can just think, is this playing into one of my fears, or is it genuine advice that is trying to help me improve my relationship? And I think that'll serve you well. So I'll see you next time.